Well, hello there. It's getting close. This is Soph,
This is Rich Santa.
and we're from across the
Fun.
pond. Whoop, whoop.
Santa's
You know
coming
what day is,
tonight.
right?
Santa is coming tonight.
Santa is coming tonight, and I
Yep.
can't wait.
And I don't know about you, I've been definitely 10,000% been a good girl this year, so I can't wait for that fat guy to squeeze down my chimney and see what he's got.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I've been semi-good,
Okay, well maybe
so
you might get stuck halfway
I'm
down
kind
the
of doing one
chimney.
of these. I'm kind of doing one of these.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. You've actually had an early Christmas present, so I think you've actually had your Christmas present already.
Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen.
This beautiful man, Rich, take it away.
Thank you. I am now considered an author. I published my first book. It's called Reflections by none other than your boy Rich. And I have more on the way. It's a book of poetry. And I think I got it. I think I got it. It was some hard work and dedication, but it is paying off. Just like this beautiful show that I'm with my co-host here. This 2020, the end of 2020 has been really good to not just me, but to us.
Oh, but
you
you and we have totally gone out with a bang. You know, the year has been crappy, and we've decided we're not going to mention anything in the news today. This is going to be Christmas show.
We ain't even
But
talking about the week except for
we are going we are going out with a bang. And I just want to say, Rich, I am totally so proud of you. The book is amazing. I don't care who knows.
Thank
I
you.
was the first person to order a hard copy because I'm obviously in front of you time wise, and that was the first thing I did when I got up. Oh yes, it's live. Let me order one. So I ordered the first copy, and yeah, it's just amazing.
You see, this is what teamwork make the dream work. Again, let me reiterate. She's 5 hours ahead of me. So I'm still waiting to see if the book is published. And here she goes. It's on and popping.
This is
What would you like me to do? What would you like me to do?
This is what I call a number one fan. I'm your
She's
number
like,
one.
what would you like me to do? And I said, you throw everything on social media across the board. And did we go in? We went in.
It's
We
everywhere.
definitely went in. So
We
yes,
TikTok.
the end of 2020 is a boom bang. What did you say? Go ahead, chime in. Cheers.
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 Rich,
And we
the author.
got even good stuff coming in the new year.
I know, right? In a way, I wish we could share some of it just so that people are like, yes, but we're not gonna share it. And do you know what? The amount of people that messaged me, including my dad, what's this Friday's topic on the show? Or what's Sunday's topic on the show? And I'm like, you're gonna have to watch it. People love to try and get tidbits, snippets.
I know, right? I get the same thing.
But when we say we're leaving 2020 with a bang, we're leaving as we mean to start 2021, because we are already running into 2021 with some amazing stuff.
Yeah, buddy. Yes. So let's get right into it. We're everything Christmas. And I just want to know Christmas movies, your favorite Christmas ever.
Oh,
what you eat on Christmas.
Okay.
What's your favorite, like?
We're going to have to talk off air, because when you take over the show, you throw a million questions at me all at one time.
I know, because I get excited. on
okay, let's
topics. I get
slow
excited.
it down.
Sorry.
Roll
Go
it back.
for it.
So, Christmas movie. I actually watched Elf after you asked me to the other week. Out of 5, I don't like that Will Ferrell dude, but
I know
him. I'm going to give it a 3. It's a feel-good movie, but I'd take it or leave it. Would I rush out to watch it again? Nah, but I've watched it, so.
It's a Christmas movie. You ain't supposed to rush out and see it. But You got to give it for its originality. It's not a typical Christmas movie. It's a little different,
True, but
and I like it. And I
he didn't,
like it.
he didn't look
Your
young
taste
enough.
buds in movies, I just gotta say,
He didn't look young enough to be that guy's son for a start. That was very unbelievable.
because he's an elf, an
What? So
elf.
he looks older
He
than he
don't-
really is.
Yeah, he don't age. The elf dude don't age, but the grown up does
No,
because he's.
I'm on about the Will Farrell's dad. Will Farrell looked too old to be his son. I'm sorry.
It's a comedy. It's a feel good, just like you said. We're not
Okay,
trying to.
I gave it a 3 out of 5.
And look at check this out. Check this out. We don't know how old that man is, and we don't know how old Will Ferrell is in the
It's
movie.
just a movie.
Exactly. And
Okay, well, one of my or some of my
favorites.
favorites, I like Love Actually, The Holiday. Obviously, you got to have the chick flicks. But you cannot, in no uncertain terms, where you have Christmas Day in my house without watching The Snowman. Ain't gonna happen.
The animation snowman.
The animation Snowman, yeah.
Okay.
You
You
know,
talking
we're
about
walking in
Frosty
the
the
air song.
snowman?
No, it's like a cartoon, like a pencil drawing, and the snowman comes to life when the boy goes to sleep. Oh my god!
Oh yeah. That was a book over here. I read that book.
You haven't seen the film?
Yes, I've seen the film, but it was a
Okay,
book too.
you need the snowman
It's an app that what app?
animation adaptation.
Yeah, there you go. You mess it up. I didn't want to.
Thank you. Now that's a co-host. I'll let you f it up because I don't want to.
Yeah, because I didn't want to.
Glad you got my back.
Okay, here you got the Grinch.
Me.
You got Charlie Brown's Christmas.
Okay, yeah.
And then to me, it's a classic. And I think it's a classic that resonates with everyone. And that is the Christmas Story, not the Chris Brown movie.
Oh, I've
It's an
seen the
older
Chris Brown
movie
one. That's good.
with Alfie. And you know what I mean? You
Okay,
would love that movie.
I'll watch the old one. It's called The Christmas Story.
Yes.
Okay, not the Chris Brown one that I've already seen.
No. Mm-mm. But don't get me wrong, the Chris Brown Christmas Story is dope.
I do, and I like the song in that too.
I like the soundtrack.
Exactly. See, we're on the same level. Up there for thinking, down there for dancing.
But what else? I'm gonna tell you, Grinch.
I feel like this show is so full of energy. Like
I know, right? I'm like excited. I'm like a kid.
I know, just because Santa's coming. Okay, I got a question. Do you call him Santa or do you call him Father Christmas?
What? Well, for the youngins who are probably watching this show, we call him Santa.
But what about
we call him Santa? Father Christmas?
Father Christmas.
Yeah, that's an English thing. Okay. Father Christmas. Father.
Okay, Santa it is.
All right. What's your favorite food on Christmas?
Pigs in blankets, without a shadow of a doubt.
Pigs in a blanket? Is that what y'all eat for Christmas?
No, like you said, what part of it is my favorite food? Obviously, you have turkey, taters, veg, Yorkshire pudding. I don't like stuffing, so I ain't having that. But then you have, you know what pigs in blankets are, right?
I know exactly what pigs in blankets are.
You can't have a Christmas roast dinner without pigs in blankets. That's the best bit by far.
So you talking about the little wieners with the dough wrapped around it?
No. Oh my God. You're talking about the little tiny sausages with bacon wrapped around it. Hold on. I've got some in the fridge I can show you.
Oh God. Here we go, people.
This is how great Christmas is.
She's turning our show into a vlog. This is what happens when you get excited for Christmas.
Look at that.
What?
And that is
the my bacon wrapped sausage.
Tesco finest. Oh my God, I can't believe you don't.
Oh my God, I want one so bad because
you are so missing out. That is the best bit of the dinner whatsoever.
I believe it. It sounds delicious. Now, our version of pigs in a blanket is, you take that little croissant dough or any type of biscuit dough and you wrap your hot dogs, or you can do the big hot dogs with the croissant rolls and you slice and you put some cheese in it and you roll it up. Or Just like that. It looks just like that without the bacon, but it's dough. And they call it pigs in a blanket.
No, that's
Because the
wrong.
dough is the blanket,
No,
not the
that's
bacon
wrong.
on the sausage. That just looks
And
like
for the English
a
people,
heart attack waiting to happen, but I'm down.
when he says wrap the pig in a biscuit, he means like a bread roll. He don't mean a biscuit that we have. Okay.
Okay. Anywho,
Next Christmas
do
question.
you do you have a certain drink that you only drink on the holidays?
Um, well, on Christmas Eve, because it's our Christmas day for my nan, she always used to drink brandy straight. So we always get either Cavoisier or Martel, and
That's a Cabassier.
and we always open our presents, have dinner, and then my mum or me will do like a little speech, and we'll just have a shot of brandy for my nan.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the holiday drink here in this house is called Kiafa.
What?
It's Kiafa. It's a Danish wine.
Kiafa.
Kiafa. Yep. It's a
Kiafa.
Danish wine. Okay. I'm gonna tell you how to make this. It's a Danish wine. And then you mix it with 7 Up or Sprite.
That's a
And
white
then
spritzer.
what you do is in your ice trays, you fill your ice trays up with orange juice, and you have lemon and orange wedges sliced into the ice in each ice cube, and you fill it with orange juice. So when you pour the Danish wine in, add some 7 Up or Sprite, and then you throw them cubes in there.
Okay, but
Heaven sent.
why?
Heaven
What?
sent. And I
Why?
only drink it on Christmas.
Okay,
It just tastes very refreshing and it's different. Go ahead.
wine and 7 Up is just a wine spritzer. That's all that is.
Well, you can call it a wine spritzer all day. It's called cherry Kiafa. It's a Danish cherry wine. You mix it with some 7 Up or Sprite, a spritzer, and then you add fruit juice cubes, and it is delicious.
Okay, well, my choice of drink on Christmas Day morning. So you get up, as soon as you get up, before anyone opens any presents, you pop the bottle on a bottle of Bucks Fizz.
Box fizz. You talking about box wine?
Bucks Fizz. Buzz. Buzz? Is that it? Bucks?
Box wine.
No, it's not box. It's in a bottle.
And
Bucks.
it's called Bus. Is it champagne?
It's champagne with orange juice.
You talking about a mimosa already pre-mixed?
No, I'm
Oh,
talking
that's a
about
pre-mixed mimosa, ladies and gentlemen. They sell pre-mixed mimosas over there, so they know the
It's called
ratio.
Bucks Fizz, and the best one is from Marks and Spencer's, $3.99 a bottle. I get it every year.
Mm. Oh, my favorite food on Christmas, since you went with the pigs and blanket, I'm gonna tell you right now, Christmas cookies by far is the best treat you can have on Christmas.
Okay,
We
talking
have
about,
traditional food over here, like that pigs in the blanket stuff. I ain't never had, but guess what? I'll eat about 6 or 7 Christmas cookies throughout the day.
do you know what? If you had a pigs in a blanket, you would eat about 6 or 7 of them and all. But let me ask you, because I don't really know here, because I don't like many of them. What do you have for dessert after your Christmas dinner?
It varies. Like I said, everybody makes different types of cookies. Um, and then there's mostly just cookies and candy and stuff like that. There ain't no real dessert.
You don't have Christmas pudding?
I need to know what this Christmas pudding is.
Oh my God. There's Christmas pudding or Christmas cake. Christmas cake is just like a fruit cake with marzipan icing on. Ugh. Christmas pudding is also gross. It's like a suet pudding in an oval thing like that. People soak it in brandy like over the months leading up to Christmas, and then set it alight so there's a flame on top. And then you cut it and have it with cream. But I don't like that either.
Well, we have now. You know what? There's something that I have to bring up. When I was younger, rum cake was the joint for Christmas when I was younger, but I could never eat it because it was for adults. And then some people make rum cake now that I'm adult. I'm gonna tell you, people. Some people need to stop making rum cake because people got to drive home when they visit family because some people make rum cake that tastes damn near like rum. And I mean, it's hard to get down. I'm not pointing any fingers or saying any names, but you know who you are when they make rum cake that is extremely too strong.
But does it taste nice?
It tastes nice if it's made right. You know
You're
what I
saying it
mean?
don't taste nice when it's made strong.
Oh my God. You'll start eating it and you just be like, ooh, I'm
Oh my
sweating.
God, you look like you're drunk already and you're only talking about it.
Yes.
Well, in our house, there used to be Christmas on the side. Like my mum would leave the desserts. There'd be Christmas pudding, Christmas cake, mince pies, and then
Uh,
a box of Viennese whirls on the end, right? Because I didn't like any of these Christmas desserts. So she used to buy a special box of Viennese whirls for me. So my sister would eat all of her like mince pies, and then afterwards she'd say, Mum, can I have a Viennese whirl? And my mum would be like, no, they're Sophie's. You ate all yours. And I'd be like, get
I'm
in.
going to tell you, what is your fondest memory of Christmas? You can pick any from
Oh my
like
God,
now to like, from like adulthood to like your kids
I've got
to like.
39 Christmases.
Mhm.
That was that was that was Santa just telling me he's definitely on his way later because I've definitely been good.
I ain't mad at you.
Okay, my most
Yeah, I
fondest
got a
memory
number.
of
What's up there? Go ahead.
of Christmas has to be when my grandma was alive. You know, like I keep harping on about Christmas Day was Christmas Eve. So my mum would walk me up to her house because she used to live in this house. So at the top of the hill, we lived at the bottom of the hill. So my mum would walk me up to hers real early in the morning, say like 8:30, 9 o'clock, and we'd wait because she always had a hamper delivered every year with like cans of fizzy pop, crisp, like all food throughout the whole of the festive season. So the boxes would come and she would always let me help her unpack them, put them away. That was the thing I used to love about Christmas, helping my
I'm gonna
nan.
tell you, since we're gonna talk about grandparents first, my grandma gave us all the same Christmas gift. Like all the grandchildren had the same thing. You got a box of tithe envelopes because
You got what?
my grandma was really in the church, and
Okay.
every year you got a box of tithe envelopes, which is these envelopes that you would put 10% of whatever you made and you would put it in the church. You know what I
Okay.
mean? We would get that no matter no matter who you were. You got a box of tithe envelopes. Okay. And people who know what tithing is, you know what I'm talking about. My grandma was like, really, I mean, like, I think she walked into heaven. That's how good a woman she was.
Ah.
And then she gave you this envelope that when you opened it, it showed Ben Franklin's face on it. It was like a $5 bill. And you open it, it was like a Christmas envelope, and you open it and you got a $5 bill. Then you got a pack of socks. You get a pair of socks, and then what else? Um, a pair of socks. Oh, and she gave you a radio Walkman. And for you new generation, y'all don't even know what a Walkman is. And I
You
remember wearing that. I mean, all day long, I got that earphones
with the foam bits on.
with the little red light on it. And then you can tell when your battery is dying because
Hmm.
the little red light will start fading out. Boy, that was a Christmas gift of all
Oh,
Christmas
you thought you
from
had it
my
made.
grandparent.
If you had a Walkman, you thought you had it made. I'm telling you.
Oh man, well it was a radio Walkman. It wasn't no cassette joint. It was just
Just
the
the
radio.
radio. Oh, you're really showing your age. At least I had a cassette one.
Now, as far as I think I've only had two as a as a kid and a teenager. I think I've had two wonderful Christmas. Well, three wonderful Christmases. I wouldn't say, but three that I say all time tops from adolescents to teenagers. I think of all time was like the best Christmas presents.
What did I have?
Yeah, before I say mine, what did you have?
Well, the best Christmas
You
present.
have any Christmases? Yeah, your best Christmas presents.
One has definitely got to be the She-Ra waterfall that we talked about in in the
So did you? I mean, let me ask you a question. Did you ask for that and then you got it?
I wanted anything to do with her. She was just like my hero. And
Now
then
that is cute. Now that is cute.
um The other one from when I was younger was, I can't, my mum will laugh when I tell you about this. I've still got it upstairs, but I've tucked it away. Is a pillow. I used to call it Patty Pillow, right? And it was about this big and it had ears that came off and a tail and legs that came off. But she went everywhere with me, like everywhere. I even made her new legs and feet because they got so tatty and ripped. So I made her new ones. Her ears are all bedraggled. And funny enough, it was only, I'm not going to lie, she went to bed with me till I was in my 20s. I didn't care. She was so comfy to just lean on and cot your head up on. And then one day I thought, come on now, you got to put her away. But it was only, I'd say about 6 weeks ago, I was sorting stuff out upstairs and I was like, what is that bag of rubbish? And I opened it and I was like, oh, there she is. And I took a picture and I sent it to my mum and I was like, oh my God, look what I found. She's like, what the hell is that? Patty Pillow. Like, oh, loved her. I can't. Oh, one more. Do you know what? One of the other ones, I'm so easily pleased now I'm older, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the other ones is only last year. My friend Fiona bought me my coffee machine, right? And that's because as I was surfing through Facebook, it came up and it was like it was around the Black Friday time, and it was ridiculous price. Like it was supposed to be 100 and whatever it was pound. I mean, snipped right down to way under half price. And I said to her, oh my God, you have that in Birmingham. If I send you the money, will you get me one? Because this is a steal. She was like, Soph, no, I didn't know what to get you for Christmas. I'm buying it you. And I was like, yes. I swear to God, it's one of the best presents I've ever had. Thank you, Feedy.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. When I was a kid, me and my brother, we was like the only kids on the block that didn't have bikes.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're a kid, it's different now. But when you were a kid, you'd be like, "Yo, can I ride your bike? Can I ride your bike?" And I'll never forget, man. We came down them steps, and I saw that Huffy, and I was like overjoyed. I can't even. I think my dad has that picture. I mean, yo, you should see my face on that. I'm grinning from ear to ear
Oh.
before my teeth was straight. So they was all crooked. I didn't even care. They was just like, I was like, and I mean, man, I couldn't get out of my pajamas fast enough. Man, we was riding those bikes. And then second time, my dad bought us when mountain bikes was the joint. He bought me and my brother mountain bikes as teenagers. And I kid you not, I ruined that in less than a day. I was like, because my dad was like, don't ride this bike until I fix it. Because, and me, I was so excited. Here goes my homeboy. Come on, man, let's ride. I was like, what should I do? What should I do? I get this mountain bike. I just take it, start riding it. And I'll never forget, I come shooting out of an alley and I seen a car coming. I just got hit by a car because the brakes weren't fixed on it. And I just went flying. I mean, flying out of this alley. And the car caught the back end of my bike. And I was like, how am I going to explain this to my dad? Because I wasn't supposed to take it. Ew.
Were you more worried about that than being hurt?
Yes, I was more worried about that than anything because I remember the bike sliding down the street and I'm just like, everybody's like, you okay? I was like, I gotta get the bike. I gotta get the bike. I gotta get the bike home.
Were you okay though?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh.
And then my favorite is with my older siblings, my older brother, my two older brothers were like, what do you guys want for Christmas? And this was like my brother, my twin, God rest his soul. He was always into fashion. So the first thing come out of his mouth is like, I want some sneakers and I want this and I want that. And I was just like, I just want some music. And I'll never forget, my older brother got me the boombox and my second to the oldest brother got me 3 cassettes to go with that boombox. And I kid you not, that turned me into the music guru that I am now. Because I kid you not, I've had that and I kid you not, I had that boombox all the way up to when I was like an adult and I went into the military. And then one day I was over my brother's house and I was like, man, that boombox looks familiar. He's like, it should, it's yours. I was like, oh snap. The boombox looks so small, but man, I had some good times with that boombox, mixing cassettes and everything. Y'all generation don't know nothing about no mixing
They don't
cassettes.
know. They're born. They just got to press a button on their phone and they get whatever music they want.
Mm-hmm. That pause and play and record. Come
That was
on.
the one. That was the
Mm-hmm.
one. And I'm not going to lie,
Now,
I've recently had a new car, but only in the last, I'd say, 2 months. But before that, my car had a tape player in it.
that's what I'm talking about. I
And I
still got
still played
CD
a tape.
player in
And do you know what
mine.
it was? The only tape in my car was a Lovers Rock tape.
I'm gonna tell you, you guys, if y'all don't know what Lovers Rock is, that's it. I'm new to Lovers Rock.
Well, you've only just found
Mhm.
out, so.
Yeah, yeah, and Lovers Rock is dope. Um, so now we're gonna flip to like adulthood because I know that like you already said like your coffee maker, but like as of for now, from like last Christmas on, we're not talking about this Christmas. From last Christmas on,
This Christmas ain't
what do you
happening yet.
consider your best Christmas?
My best Christmas by far is Alfie's first Christmas, without a shadow of a doubt. You know, Alfie's first Christmas. We literally went everywhere, saw everyone. Presents were like, oh, we had our Christmas Eve with my mum and my aunts and stuff and cousins from my mum's side. Then we had Christmas Day at home, and then Boxing Day we went to my dad's. And you know when you walk into someone's house and you just see a sea of presents and you're like not ungrateful, but you're like, where am I going to put those? Where are they going to go? You know?
Wow.
And he's like, they're all yours, and we're like, what? You know, like we've already got so much stuff at home from everybody else. You know, don't get me wrong, we're ungrateful, but and he had two dogs at that time, so it was real like proper real family like time,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
presents, food. Like my dad's other half always cooks way, a bit like me, always cooks way more than is needed. If there's four people sat around the table, she's cooking like there's 20, you know. And there's always like, you know, like most people would say, okay, do you want Christmas pudding or a Black Forest gatto for dessert, right? Oh
Mm-hmm.
no, Rita will be like, do you want Christmas pudding, gatto, cheesecake, ice cream, Swiss roll? And you're like, wow, it's like going to a restaurant when you go there to eat, surely. And literally,
Man,
you
that
can't
sounds
eat
good.
for a week afterwards. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
can't eat for
I'm
a
gonna
week.
tell you, I'm gonna say one of my best Christmases is when you ever have one of those Christmases where like everybody got what they wanted and the Christmas tree is just full. I remember when I was married to my kids' mother,
Mm-hmm.
she was famous. She probably, I don't know what she does now. We haven't been together in years, but she used to record Christmas and it be her by herself. And then she'll wake everybody else up. And I don't know if she still has the video or not, but there's a video of her like this. She shows her face like this, and all you see is her face. And she's like this. It's Christmas. Where is everybody? You know what I mean? And then like she wakes everybody up, and everybody just like all the kids, my two oldest boys and my two youngest, and Ryan was like a baby, like still had a binky in his mouth, and like everybody charges to the tree, and I mean, everybody got what they wanted. It was just one of those things where you just feel like the super parent, like, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, look, yeah, y'all got that. Y'all got, and she recorded the whole thing. And then she used to record us putting the tree together. And then we would always start from like the oldest to the youngest. And I don't know if it was Richard's turn or Ryan's turn to put the star on the tree. We'd pick him up and have him put the star
oh,
on the tree.
yeah.
I think that was one of the best Christmas as an adult because I was just like, when I was coming up, you know, you had to like cross your fingers to see if you were actually getting. But then you know what? My older brother used to say they used to open our stuff up and play with it. I'd be like, yo. And he said we used to play with y'all stuff and then put it all neat and put it back in the box and wrap it all. I was like, man, what kind of stuff is that?
I
No,
gotta
preach me
say,
with the, huh?
kids totally make Christmas though. Like the magic.
Yeah, yeah,
Kids definitely
they
make it.
do.
But I'm no doubt that my sister probably absolutely hated me when we were kids because I'm not gonna front. I love sleep. My mum used to say to people, if there was an earthquake and our house was knocked down, you'd find me still asleep in my bed among the rubble, right? So the rule on Christmas Day was no one's allowed to open any presents until everyone is downstairs. When I say everyone, there's only me, my mum, my sister, right? So at about 6, half 6 in the morning, my sister would burst into my room. Come on, the presents are downstairs. Let's go, let's go. And I say, get out of my room, get out. So she'd get out. I'll go back to sleep till like 8:30, 9 o'clock because I like my sleep. So she must have been so eggy that she had to wait, but I didn't care.
Now, what do you consider? Now, I know this might sound a little ungrateful, but what was like the worst Christmas gift that you ever received? Like ever?
Um, the worst or the like most useless? What type of thing are we talking about?
That you can put those together.
Because I'm not gonna lie, me and my dad have this thing every year where we try and buy each other a joke present, or
A
like
gag gift.
like last year he bought me a he bought me a toy set for the bath, which was plastic poos and a hook, so it was like hook the turd out of the bath.
So you got floating plastic poo in your water.
Hook the floater, I think that's what it was called. So yeah, my dad always gets me gifts like that. I'm
The
always grateful.
gag gifts. Now that's crazy. But that does sound like fun. I'm gonna tell you, when I was a kid, me and my brother are twins. Okay, and we're fraternal twins. Let me correct that. Fraternal twins meaning that we don't look exact. We're not identical. So we our features and everything, age and all that, growing up together. So my brother was dark skinned, I'm light skinned, and one thing we both hated to this day is that my stepmom used to dress us up alike. And we used to hate that because we weren't identical. So like when
What's
you
the point?
dress twins up, what I mean, that was just like, and then it wouldn't be like the same color. It'd be like, I'll never forget because this is one outfit we hated. And I kid you not, if he was here right now, he'd probably bust out laughing. Like, I can't believe you remember this. It was corduroys with a turtleneck. And I kid you not, she got us matching turtlenecks and corduroys, but they were different color. Oh my God. Yo, I was just like the worst. I was like, oh, and right when you go back to school, oh, she had that laid out like, oh, this is y'all gonna look awesome. And
That
I was
sounds
just like,
itchy. That's all I'm gonna say. Like when you get hot and itchy. The one of the good things is since we was younger, Christmas Day is the only day you don't have to get dressed. You just stay in your pajamas all day.
all day
All
long.
day. And now I'm older and I have Alfie. He might probably hate me when he's older, but we have matching pajamas for the last, I'd say, 3 years. We have matching Christmas pajamas, stay in our pajamas all day.
Oh yeah, he gonna hate you for that.
Oh yeah, just listening to just listening to you talking about how you hated your stepmom for dressing you. But come on, man, it's not
Oh
like they're
man, I'm
trash to
telling
us.
you, man, and to this day, I don't even own a pair of corduroys because them things was loud. You can hear yourself walking down the hallway just, and then you had this tight ass turtleneck on. Oh my God. And then it was some funky color. Oh, it came with a shirt too, because you just don't wear a turtleneck without having a shirt over it. I was just like, I look like a lumberjack with
Whoa,
carpet
hold on,
pants
a
on.
turtleneck jumper with a shirt over the top.
Yeah, it was like a shirt. It wasn't like a sweater turtleneck. It was like back in the day, it was like a shirt that was like a turtleneck. And
I
then
feel
like
hot just
it
hearing
was thin
about it.
enough. It was thin enough to wear like a button down over it. And I kid you not, I'm glad. I don't even think there's pictures of us rocking it. Cause I'm like, yo, I remember going to school. I remember me and my brother on the bus looking at each other like, this is crazy, yo. And man, she was always famous for trying to dress us up alike. And we just be like, this is crazy. And you walking through the hallway in line. So remember you used to walk in line in school?
Hmm.
The bathroom and the water fountain. You just be like, and that's all you hear. They be like, dang, bro. And I'll be like,
They knew
man, I
you was
can't wait
coming.
for school to be over. Hmm. Now, have you ever been to like rocking Christmas parties?
Rocking Christmas parties.
Like you ever have a work Christmas party
Oh
or
yeah, that's normally like a few weeks before Christmas though, because everywhere gets proper booked up here.
yeah,
The best Christmas parties I ever went to was when I worked at Virgin, and they always used to have them at really nice venues. Like we went to one once, at, like football stadiums and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
yeah,
and you'd
that's
have a sit
posh.
down. You'd have a sit down. This is Virgin. Come on, I don't know if you have Virgin there, but it's Richard Branson's company, so you probably don't even know who he is. But
Mm,
you'd have a sit. It'd be like a black tie do, and you'd have a sit down dinner. Then you'd have a disco afterwards. There might be a raffle. But yeah, that was when you could proper get dressed up, get absolutely. And there was another one actually in a bar, and and we stayed in this one bar all night, and only like I love Facebook, right? But sometimes they bring up memories, and you're like, oh my god. And just the other week, it brought up these memories. There was me, Fiona, Sunny, like loads of people from Virgin. And there's one photo in particular, like a tie. I've got a white man's tie tied around my head with Fiona going, anyway,
like Randolph.
Sunny commented underneath the picture saying, I always wondered what happened to my tie.
Oh, I've had two. I only remember two work party Christmas. Well, yeah, two work Christmas. No, three. And the very first one was I used to work at a car dealership, and we had a Christmas party inside the dealership, and you had this raffle when somebody won a car.
Sorry.
I was like, yo, now that was dope. And then the second one, I worked for this medical company, and that was kind of dope because like you had to put your gift. You just had to buy a gift. You
Like
got like
Secret
a
Santa?
no, it wasn't even a secret Santa. It was kind of like everybody had like a a limit, and you put your gift on this table. Okay, then you would pick a number when you come through the door. All right, and then what happens is, say like if you were to, I kind of I was like in the middle. So what happens is, say like if you were number one, you hold on to your gift, you don't open it, you hold on to it, and then the next person would get a gift, and then they would hold on to it, and then like they would stop periodically, and then people can decide to keep their gift, or they can look over and be like, I want your gift. I thought that was dope because then you can switch the gifts without opening them, because you might think their gift is better than yours. And it went on like all night until they were like done, and then you opened up your gift. Oh man, now that was fun. And then the second one was where the job I work at now. I worked with a team of people, and we had a rocking Christmas party because on the base was a bowling alley. Oh man, we got trashed. And like, cause they gave you like a certain time to have your Christmas party. Well, with the pandemic, they didn't even do it, but we had our Christmas party at the bowling alley, and I'll never forget it because a lot of people got in trouble like the next day because we got trashed. I'm talking about like this one lady brought like those cherries, I don't know, filled with alcohol, rum cherries or whatever. They're chocolate covered cherries with rum in them, popping those. And then at the bowling alley, you could buy beer. So everybody's buying beer. And then we had Christmas exchange. Now you can tell my team likes to party because out of like 30 of us, half of us got alcohol for Christmas present for Secret Santa. So everybody just start popping bottles and just start drinking. When we left that Christmas party, I'm talking about everybody was trashed. I was like, yo, I don't even remember how I got home
But
because the last thing I remember was eating one of those rum joints, and that took me over the edge.
that's the sign of a good party though, when you can't remember.
Oh my God, it was great. And it was like the last week too. It was like the last day of the week. So it was like you weren't coming to work the next day, but man, it was crazy. Now that was the three best Christmas work parties was those.
Well, then you had three. I got another two, and I got to say, both of which I organised. So obviously they were going to be great. One was when I worked for
Yeah.
my
Can
mum's
we
other
see her
half's.
face on the screen?
I worked for my mum's other half's company, and we had like a day, wasn't even really a party. It was like a day of activities. So we went clay pigeon shooting. Then we went riding through the dirt on these like buggy bike things.
Doom buggies.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all were having
Um,
too much fun.
then we had like dinner afterwards. That was good. And then the other one was when I used to go to the gym. I organised their Christmas party, and we went and had it at a golf course, and it was a casino night. So they had all these casino tables set up everywhere. So you sat down, had your dinner. Then there was like a disco, and yeah, you could go, and they gave you like so much, like it was fake money, but they gave you like so much to bet with to start. That was good.
Oh, well, that sounds like fun.
Mm.
All right, now, do you have anything that you really wanted and got and still have it today?
I'm not going to front, or you can start playing the violin if you want, but I don't generally get what I want. Only because when we were
Oh.
younger, obviously money was tight. And then as I've got older, I'm like the organizer who sorts everyone else out. Do you know what I mean? So you would kind of get left by the wayside. So I can't
Oh.
say that I have. Sorry. Don't tell
Um,
us you have.
I'm gonna say, I still have it. I have a gold bracelet that I got years ago, and it has all four of my boys' names on it. I don't wear it, but I still have it. It has, I mean, it's a gold bangle bracelet. It's like an ID bracelet, and on the
Yeah.
ID, it has all four of the boys' names on it.
It's a keepsake. So even if you don't wear it, you have to keep it.
Yeah, I still have it. Yeah.
You didn't tell us about your useless gift anyway. Is there anything you got that you didn't like or didn't want?
Um, I'm gonna tell you. I used to be in the ministry, and I'm gonna tell you, the worst gift I've ever got was this like horrible, ugly tie, and I still have it. And you won't ever get me to wear it,
Why have you still got it then?
because I mean, I just keep a hold of stuff.
You're a hoarder.
I wouldn't say a hoarder, but I mean,
I
the
mean,
tie,
I did get a
the
set of
tie has the tie, because I do like to get dressed up, and I do like to rock a tie once in a blue moon.
just not one that looks
But
like that.
that tie is hideous,
I mean,
and I
I did
still have it.
I did get a
But
set of pink saucepans once.
a pink what? Saucepans.
Saucepans, that you cook in pots. I got a set of pink saucepans for Christmas.
You got a set of pink pots and pans.
Yeah,
Hot pink or like regular pink or like
like pale pink.
ah, hot pink. Oh my god.
Yeah. What can I say?
All right. So is there anything like I like leftovers after Christmas? I like, our Christmas dinners are like ham and all that good jazz. Hey, I love pineapple upside down cake.
Okay, yeah.
And then we used to go to my aunts and them's house for Christmas dinner and stuff. She used to have a really nice party, but now I'll never forget. I came home, like my aunts and them used to throw the rockin' parties, and they used to drink and have all times of good times. And I'll never forget. My aunt was like, "Oh, I'm having a cookout," and I was an adult, so I came home. I was like, "Oh, I'm an adult now. Oh, I can't wait to party with my aunts and them." I'm just like, "Yeah." I show up to the party with 2 cases of beer. I'm like, yeah, we about to get turned up, play some cards and drink. Don't nobody drink no more. Everybody's like, nobody drinks no more. And then they had like George Foreman grills and everybody's eating all healthy. I'm like, man, I like grease in my burger. Man. My dad laughed so hard. I was like, man, he's like, man, them days we were about y'all's age when we were having these parties. Man, we old folks now. It's like, man, this is some. Me and my cousins were just rolling. I was like, I came in excited like a mug. I was just like, oh, this party's going down. I'm contributing. And I was just like, oh.
Thoroughly disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So what's up? We got Christmas on the way. Is there anything that you are looking forward for this Christmas?
honestly, not really. Christmas is my thing. I love it, but Alfie's going to his dad's, so it will be just me, myself, and I. So I plan to stay in my Christmas pajamas all day. I'm gonna make a Christmas dinner for one, and then I'm gonna just watch Christmas movies. Then I'll go in the bath, change my pajamas into a clean pair, and go to bed.
Well, you know what? To me, I think that's the best Christmas. I'm going to be hopping around. This is the first year that my kids are with their mothers. So this is the first year where it's just, an adult Christmas. Like I didn't buy any kids stuff or anything because my kids are damn near grown. So I will attempt to reach out and say Merry Christmas to them, and then
What are
I
you gonna
plan on
do?
hopping around. I plan on hopping around.
Oh, what you mean between family?
Yeah, probably hop around, and then after that, come home and get stank on ya. Have me some Kiafa till my
My
eyes turn cherry red.
my mum bought me a bottle of Asti the other day because she knows it's my favourite, so I'll drink that.
Pre pre pre-mixed mimosas, fizzy
Ooh,
pop,
that's in the morning. Listen, I'm not letting you rain
fizzy
on my
pop,
Christmas parade, okay?
fizzy pop.
Not letting you rain on my Christmas parade.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm thinking. I'm just happy that we are seeing another Christmas. This is a pandemic Christmas that's going down in
And
history.
it's our first Christmas on the show.
And this is our first Christmas episode.
Next Christmas is going to be better. There's going to be decorations. There's going to be lights. Everything's going to be going on. And I so wish we could tell you what's coming next year, but we can't. So let's wrap it up.
Stay tuned.
Oh my God, look at that pun, like Christmas. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. And I just want to thank everyone who is watching this. I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas.
Yeah.
Happy New Year. You'll probably
we're gonna be back on Sunday as normal.
Yeah, and
28th, 7th, 28th, but yeah, back to normal.
I just hope that everybody has a blessed Christmas.
Yeah.
And I know it's a pandemic Christmas, and I'm really praying for those who are really having a hard time this Christmas, because there is going to be some very heartfelt Christmases to my friends who families who lost loved ones this year that they can't share Christmas with. My prayers and condolences go out to you guys.
I know, and I know that people are upset that they can't spend Christmas as they'd want to with their families, but at least you're still here to have a Christmas, There's always a positive to every situation. And just think of the Christmases that are going to come next year, man. They are going to be mind-blowing. But Rich, yes. I want to say a very Merry Christmas to you. May you
a very Merry Christmas to you too. Don't party too hard.
Party for one. Have a lovely Christmas day, and I hope Santa does visit you tonight and bring you something nice.
Yes, Santa, he's coming. I know him.
On that note,
this is Soph.
This is Rich.
And it's Christmas tomorrow.
And we're across the pond. Merry Christmas to you.
Happy holidays.